Hey guys, Bad Infos here and welcome to a huge video. Guys, this is the hardest side mission in the whole game and it involves this piece of crap. This video is gonna be huge. It is gonna take me about, I wanna say 3 hours, 3 whole hours to complete this mission. However, I'm gonna speed the majority of it up. So what is this mission? This is called, I'm not even sure, the Trash Dash mission, the Trash mission, the Trash Master mission. I don't think it has a name. Different people call it a different name, so whatever it is, in order to activate it you have to get in the Trash Master. You're gonna get this message. You choose a hard garbage man job. If you want to cancel, get out. I was reading, I was not paying attention, stay. If not, stay. So if you get out, you cancel the mission and you don't start it. If you however stay, you're gonna start the mission. And it's gonna show up this message. Good. Let's pick some city trash. Alright. So the mission starts. We have 3 parts of this mission. Kill that garbage. What you have to do is kill 20 people on Portland and place them in the truck, this truck. Basically what you do is kill this person, go to that person, you can go with the truck or without the truck, pick him up, don't go too far from the truck. Also, get the dude, as you can see I'm carrying this guy, and you place him in the truck. Now you might think that this is super easy, super stupid, super... Yeah, it's stupid, definitely, this mission is stupidly hard, but the first levels are like this. You just pick up the person and place them in the truck. No police attention, no gangs shooting you, no nothing. No time limit even. However, the hardest thing about this mission is that it involves police later on. The first few levels are just like this. You shoot them from a distance, you can go close to him if you want to and, you know, kill him that way. But he's gonna shoot you, so it's a good thing to do it from a distance. You pick him up and you place him in the truck. This is how you do from the beginning. The first probably 10 levels or so. Later on, however, you get police attention. And you have to kill him. After you kill him, you get police attention. If you go and pick up some bribes after you kill him, they're gonna return. You have to place them in the truck and then they'll disappear. Not before that. So, this mission sucks. It is very, very hard. But as you can see, the first few are very easy. What you have to do is do 20 on each island. The easiest one is Portland, and the shortest one, because the first levels are easy. But later it gets very, very hard. So you might say, since this is gonna take you 3 hours, why don't you do something about it? Why don't you speed it up? Yes guys, I'm gonna speed it up. You want to watch this whole thing not sped up. I just wanna explain some stuff before I do that, because after I speed some things up, it won't be live, I won't talk live, and you won't be able to understand much. Ah, police! And sometimes this happens too. And this is the biggest issue with this mission, the slowness of the truck. As you can see, I got busted. And that's very, very crappy. If you have 2, 3, 4 stars, it gets even crappier, and that's possible too. You could have even 4 stars. I think this is it for the explanation. I'll restart, speed it up and talk not live. So I call upon you, future infos, live infos out. Yo, it's your boy Future Infos, the guy who already completed this whole mess of a mission. Because yes, this mission is a mess, a total mess. Why do I say that? Because it's huge. It's huge, and I would guess, I wanna say that it is my least favorite mission out of any GTA game so far. It is the most frustrating one, I guess the longest, because it took me, I guess, 5-6 hours to complete because I had to restart multiple times. And I took a little break, like a whole week break of this game because of this mission, because once a mission annoys me, I just take a break from a game. Do you know how long it took me to complete Vice City Stories? Because it's full of crappy missions, I took several breaks. And after I come back, I'm fresh, I'm new, and I'm ready to record so many more videos. Because I'm excited again. Because honestly, this is the best mod for GTA 3. It has so many awesome missions, so many new locations and such. It's a great mod. Ah, this guy killed himself. Yeah, this is a great mod. I love it so much. Of course, some missions are annoying. Because they're too long. For instance, this mission could have had 10 on each island. 10 trash. But it has 20. 20 on this one, 20 on the second one, and 20 on the third one. And the third one... Actually, you know what? I guess the second one is the hardest. I also think it took the longest. Because I didn't really have a strategy for that one, but for Short Video I did have a strategy, a much better strategy. Which you'll see. Now for Portland you don't really need a strategy. Just go to the place, to the person, kill him, put him in the trash. The start is extremely easy, because you get no wanted levels. Oh, and sometimes these guys spawn underground and you have to carry them upwards as these people are hitting you and shooting you and whatnot, because you fired an explosive, and explosives gets people angry, unfortunately. So I have 1 star. If you kill too many people, you get more stars. And if you kill some of these people, you also get stars. As you can see, I killed this person and I got a star. This is mandatory. Until you put them in the trash van, truck, the star is gonna stay there. It's not gonna disappear, even though it's a 1 star. Also, it's always good to refresh your armor. So whenever you get the chance, do that, if you're damaged, of course. But overall, Portland is pretty easy. Of course, some of the later trash guys, pedestrians, are difficult to deal with, because you have 2 stars, obviously. So they're kinda difficult, but it's not that bad. Wait until you see Stoughton Island. Stoughton Island took me the longest. The most tries too. It took me like 5-6 tries. And do you know what sucks about this mission? What sucks is that you could be playing for an hour. A whole hour. And the last person could decide to spawn and fall in the water. If he falls in the water, you still have to take him to the truck. How can you enter the water? No way! Even with a boat, you cannot just stop next to him and pick him up. You have to get out of the boat, get in the water, pick him up, and yeah, you could waste an hour. You could have done like 19 people. The 20th person could spawn in the water. I mean, he could spawn on the street, but he could fall in the water. After he does, you cannot pick him up. And your whole run is ruined. There's nothing you can do about it. That sucks. As you can see, I'm getting 2 stars. And in Portland you won't get more than 2 stars. Of course, unless you kill people. Because if I kill like a few more people, I'm gonna get 3 stars. But this is the strategy. What you do is kill a person, take him back to the truck, you have 2 stars. You could go to a bribe, or you could go to pay and spray. If it's close. If it's not close, of course you're gonna get a bribe. Depends on what's closest and what's easiest. So for all these people, I shoot them from a distance. I'm trying to park the truck in a way that it's facing a bribe, or it's facing the path to Pen Spray. That's the plan. I have 19 so far. As you can see, Portland is not that difficult. It took me, I think, 3 tries to complete this. The problem is entering the truck. That's a huge problem, because you could be entering the truck and there could be a cop spawn right next to you and you won't be able to see it, to see him. He could spawn, he could bust you without you even seeing him. You could see him in the last second after you have started getting in the truck. So as you can see, I did 21. What I'll do is I'll go back to the safe house and go all the way back to the trash place. Now I'm not sure if this is mandatory to do. What I'll do is I'll take it to the trash garbage place. What's it called? I don't know the name. Basically to here. And I'll stop the mission here. I'm not sure if this is mandatory, but I make sure to do it. If you stop it right here, you have a checkpoint. And there we go. This was Portland done. You have a checkpoint, and after you start the mission again, you're gonna start from this same point. So, let's restart. I know this was a pretty bad explanation, but basically, you're gonna do 20 people. After you do 20, the 21st person should be on the other island. However, it's not the case. I don't know why. The checkpoint is after the 20th one. The 21st is always on the same island. Don't know why, but it is the case. So, what you do is you start from the 20th one again, and you have to go to the other island. Now, what I'm doing here, as you can see, I'm not going directly to Stoughton Island, because this mission, for some stupid reason, crashes the game if you try to go directly to Stoughton Island. I had lots of trouble with this part. So what I'm doing to combat it is I'm going to Shoreside Vale and afterwards directly to Stoughton Island. Because if I go straight to Stoughton Island, it would just crash. The game just crashes for some reason. Also, I could have gotten rid of my stars, but it's more fun to be chased, I think. But yeah, this took me the longest, if you don't count the crashes. If you count the crashes, it's like 20 times it took me. But the crashes are not really a big issue, because they take just a little bit. Also, if you leave the truck inside the garage, the mission kinda... you lose the truck. For some reason, the game thinks it's gone. Also, sometimes the truck just disappears. Yeah, for some reason. And if you have killed a person, you are gonna have stars. So, you have to find a different truck. As you can see, I'm searching for a different truck. Until I find a truck, I'll still have 2 stars. Even if I go to Pay and Spray, if I pick up bribes, whatever, I'll still have these 2 stars. So what I'll do is I'll pick up this star here. And I got super lucky because I got a truck. It could have not spawned. I could have searched for hours for a truck, but generally in this area these trucks do spawn. That's great. But yeah, sometimes they disappear. They're gonna certainly disappear if you enter 2 different vehicles, because the game stores only 2. So if you exit out of your truck and enter a different car, these 2 cars are saved in the memory. If you enter a 3rd vehicle, the first one you were in disappears. And that would be the truck. So that's hopefully you understood that. I'm bad at explaining stuff, so hopefully you didn't have issues following my statements. And the problem with Stoughton Island is that the paint spray is too little. You cannot fit this truck in paint spray. Luckily, however, at paint spray there's 6 bribes. And those 6 bribes are from the packages. So I suggest getting all the packages before you start this mission and then do it. And then start this one. I was doing some testing there with the other truck. As you can see, I changed my trucks. I just was testing. I was still in the early stages of this mission, so I wanted to test some stuff which I haven't tested before. And unfortunately, this is my second time completing this whole damn mission, because I did complete the game at 100% before I started this walkthrough, and now again I'm completing this mission, and it took me so long, even with the tricks I learned the first time. It's a big hassle, this mission, a big huge hassle. Still, the mission is creative, it's interesting. Unfortunately, it's way too long. It should have had like 10 levels, 10 people you have to get, or it should have had... Oh, it disappeared, as you can see. I changed my vehicle and it disappeared. And I have 2 stars. If it disappears, you get 2 stars no matter what. And you have to get rid of the stars, which is quite unfortunate. It happens, but what can you do? That's life, life sucks. This mission is weird, and you're gonna have lots of trouble with it. This is the hardest mission in the whole game. It's harder than many other missions. Would I say that this is the most difficult out of all GTA games? I'm not sure about that, but it's definitely one of the hardest, if not the hardest mission out of all the GTA games. Every single GTA game. I'm not sure about that. You can leave your comments, your questions about this mission, your thoughts about this mission. I would love to hear from you guys. Do you hate this mission? For me, I don't hate it. Seriously, it's a bad mission, it sucks, but it's not terrible. It's bad, sure, I got angry. I had to spend 5 hours of my life doing this crap. 2 times! So... it's not that bad. It's because the mod is awesome. I love this mod. If this side mission was part of any other mod, it would have been annoying and stuff. Kill! Wow, that took long. As you can see, 27 so far, and I got 1 star, guys. After a while, each person you kill is gonna have 2 stars at the start of Stoughton Island. Then you get 1 star per killed person, and then again 2 stars. So this portion of the run of the mission is easier than the start, which is good. As you see, if after I kill this person, I'll get 1 star again. Yep, 1 star is easy to deal with, no cars are spawning, no annoying cars. Also, I think it's a good thing I sped this up, because you guys wouldn't wanna see it not sped up. It would be too bothersome, I think. It would be too annoying to watch. I think so, at least. You could prefer longer videos. This video was long enough already. And it took way longer to do, because I had to restart multiple times. For instance, in Stoughton Island, there's a spot pretty close to this spot, actually. There's a billboard with a plane right in front of me. You can't see it really. But there's a spot where pedestrians spawn right next to the water. I talked about this, I know. So they spawn on the sidewalk. After I get close, they start moving towards the damn water. They fall in the water. They die. I get the 2 stars, and I have to bring them to the truck. What happens? Well, I can't pick them up even with a boat. I just can't. So my option is to cancel the mission. Canceling the mission doesn't provide a checkpoint. The checkpoint is after the 20th kill. So I have to do all of Stoughton Island again. And this happened to me at, I think, the 38th or 37th kill. And at that point I spent like 50 minutes doing this crap. So yeah, that sucks. I'm doing this to repair my truck. It's a good thing the mission doesn't fail after you exit your truck. Man, if it did fail, oh, that would suck so much. It doesn't fail, that's good. And it's a good thing these trucks spawn in this island too. Because after it disappears, what can you do? You have to go all the way back to Portland, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So far so good. As you can see, the second stage of this island is easier, because you get 1 star, not 2 stars. 1 star is a lot easier to deal with. Unfortunately, you're still gonna get stars. In Portland there were some kills without stars at the start. No wanted attention was had. But here, lots of wanted attention, but at least it's fine, it's 1 star. I wasn't sure where this person is, so I had issues finding him. He was right below me. And at 3604, 37, great. After the 40th, there's gonna be a checkpoint. And I'll make sure to go all the way back to Portland again and cancel the mission at the dump place. I don't know the name of the place. I'm not sure how to call it. The place where you dump your trash. I'm gonna figure it out at the end of this video after I stop recording. But whatever, that's the plan, that's the whole process. Good luck, guys. Seriously, good luck with this mission. If you have trouble doing this mission, then stick around for Shoreside Vale, because in Shoreside Vale I'll show you a very cool, neat plan of doing this. It's awesome. Okay, so checkpoint is had. I make sure to do 1 extra here, because I want to. There we go, 2 stars, the 41st one has 2 stars. So pick this up and go all the way to Portland. Again, I'm not sure if this is mandatory. I'm not sure if we have to do this, but I'll do it. I'll go all the way back to Portland, and unfortunately the bridges are broken at the moment, so I cannot just take the bridge. I'll have to go through the tunnel all the way to Portland. And it's quite unfortunate. And again, you could just stop it here. I'm not sure if it's the case, if you can stop it right here, the mission, or you can't. Also, I cannot just go directly to Portland, I have to go to Shoreside Vale and then to Portland. Otherwise the game crashes, for me at least. Even with other patches, I installed other patches and it still crashes. So, I'm not sure why, but it does. And obviously I cannot take the bridges directly, the bridge to Portland, because it's exploded, so I cannot take it. And this is the case. Stoughton Island is done. It took me a huge amount of time, many tries, I guess a total of 20 tries, but the majority, the longest tries were about 6 or 7, I guess. Yeah, so guys, I have arrived, finally. Let's stop the mission right here, cancel it, and This was my checkpoint. Checkpoint hat. So here I'll go safe and see you in Shoreside Vale. Yo yo yo, how you guys doing? It's me back in action, here with the Shoreside Vale trash. Yeah. So let's go. We have to go all the way to Stoughton Island first. And again, I'm not going directly to it because the game would crash. That's a very bad thing that happens, but there is no time limit, so I guess it's okay, but I'm wasting your guys' time. So whatever, I hope you don't mind, it doesn't matter really because this video is huge. Just like the Rampages video, that one is huge too. But yeah, you have to go to Stoughton Island, to the last one, which should have spawned here, but it doesn't, and you have to go back. I'm gonna show you a super cool and easy way of passing Shoreside Vale. Already helpful, really awesome. There we go. Killy, let's take him back. And afterwards I'm gonna go directly to this bribe, run around, make sure there's no cops around as well, and go to Shoreside Vale and finally start Shoreside Vale. So what you can do, I did not think of this myself, by the way, I'm not gonna take credit for this method. I think I saw it from Cobalt. I think that's his name. Cobalt on YouTube, check him out. It was not my fault. I did not think of this myself. So what you do, I killed one on the way, because he was in the way, so why not? You have to go to Pay and Spray, park your car, or your truck. I just sprayed it because there was a cop, I just sprayed it because of the damn cop. And find a different car. After you take a car, whatever car it is, doesn't matter. You cannot change it. If you change it, your truck is gonna disappear. And in this island, these trucks don't spawn. So make sure you find a car which suits your needs. Maybe a fast car, maybe this car is super stable, it's semi-fast, and it's good for avoiding the police. So what you do is park your truck at Pay and Spray, take this car, and bring the criminal with the car to the truck. You touch the truck and immediately go to Pay and Spray. I'm doing this because the locations for bribes in this island are pretty sparse and they're in pretty bad locations. So it's a good thing to go to Pay and Spray. And if you have to go with the truck to Pay and Spray, that's a big issue because it takes so long. And it's so dangerous too. And sometimes you have 3 stars instead of 2. Yeah, so it's a lot more dangerous with the truck. That's why you should take any car you want. Maybe a fast car like the Cheetah, maybe the Stinger, or the Sentinel, because the Sentinel is very stable. The stable cars are also great. Don't take a Stallion, don't take a Banana. Maybe a taxi, maybe a police car. And make sure not to change the vehicle. That would suck because the game stores only 2. If you change to a 3rd vehicle, the first one disappears, the first one being the truck. So go pretty close to the criminal. Did you just see the cop? Go pretty close to the criminal. Get inside your car and take him to Pay and Spray. This is the whole method. Again, I did not think of this myself. And I could have used this for Stoughton Island, but in that island there's many more police bribes in much better locations, so there's no need for that. For Portland, there really is no need for Portland, because for majority you have no stars, for some you have 1 star there, but here you have 3 stars on some, so it's a very good idea to do this. As you can see, pretty quick, 7 so far, and this is actually making this island easier, and this should be the hardest island. But yeah, with this method it's a lot easier, a lot faster, a lot easier. Well, not a lot faster, I think Stoughton Island took me 53-54 minutes, and it took me like 45-47 minutes. So both are very lengthy, and of course this did not take me one take. It took me several takes to complete. Well, what you doing? What was that? And in these islands there's no easy way of knowing exactly where the thing is, the guy, because it's so broken up and stuff. Sometimes also these guys glitch out and they don't stand but lie on the car, and sometimes they form collisions, which is kind of an issue because you can't drive properly with collisions constantly bumping into you. And if you lose the car, if it gets destroyed or gets flipped, then you're in trouble because you have to go on foot to the truck at 2 stars. Because after you kill a guy, you get stars. You cannot get bribes after killing the guy. You have to... I mean, you can get the bribes, but you get your stars back. So what you have to do is drop them off and then get rid of your stars. And you can't get in a different car. So there's a dilemma. You flip your car and you can't get a different one. You have to pick them up and bring them back. So if you're on this part of the island, you have to run with your guy all the way to Pay and Spray. That's kind of an issue, so don't flip your car, don't destroy it or something. I hate when they spawn here because you have to go up a hill at 2 stars, sometimes 3 stars, and they spawn in front of you, sometimes they push you in the water. Yes guys, I'm telling you this because I lost one of these takes in the water because they pushed me down. Stupid heads. And it's a good thing to repair your truck from time to time because it takes damage after being bumped into. Because you can see I touch it when jumping off a person. I touch it, he gets dropped off, and I get into Pay and Spray. So it takes a little bit of damage. Also, 3 stars! Woo, 3 stars. This is the hard part. Also, I have no idea how I survived that. That should have busted me, but it didn't. Also, I was not planning on going in this direction. Also, he's glitching out, as you can see. He is glitching out. Disco dancing. Okay. Whew. 3 stars. I'm gonna get 3 stars again. And this is the worst place to get 3 stars at. Let's go. Also, these locations are completely random. Also, it's a good thing to, when you exit out of your car, to leave the door open. Leave it open because after you get the stars and go to your car, you would waste time getting in your car. In that time, the police can get you. They'll get closer and they'll bust you, so leave your door open like I did right there. So you can get in faster and don't waste time. Time is really an issue here when you have 3 stars, because they would pile up pretty quickly to you, and if they open your car door, then you're in trouble. As you can see, 1 star this time. Yeah, sometimes you get 1 star too. You get 2 stars later, 3 stars and whatnot. The last 2 I think are at 3 stars. Yeah. So watch out guys. Watch out. Hope you have no issues with this mission. I had lots of issues like always. For this mission I took some armor because it's super helpful. 1 star is not an issue. I did not leave the door open, which was a mistake. You should always do that, but I didn't. Is the 57th person? There we go. 3 more. Whoa, what's exploding? He's exploded for some reason. Okay. It's gonna give me 2 stars. Yep, there we go. 2 stars, and the last 2 are at 3 stars. And yes, it's super funny when he's standing on the car. I'm fixing this just in case. And if you want to, you can go to the last two or the last person with the truck itself. If you want to, of course, because after you take the last person, you lose the stars. You don't lose the stars, but you pass the mission. So you can get the truck if you want to. Also, look at this. Do you see how much health I lost? These guys at 3 stars are super powerful. So, yeah, this is a difficult mission, guys. The hardest mission and the most frustrating mission out of all GTA games. Probably not the hardest of all GTA games, but definitely the most frustrating one. Followed closely by air rescue in GTA Vice City Stories. So here what you could have done is take your truck to this point, drop him off and pass the mission immediately. But I parked it at Pen Spray, and after I drop this dude off, the mission is complete. 50,000 bucks, guys. Mission passed. I hope you enjoyed, I hope this video helped you out. In the next episode I'll do more main story missions, and I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching.